Good evening, guys. Welcome to the third session of PYQ series. Today we'll be still doing sequences and series. The subtopic we have chosen today is AGP or Arithmetico Geometric Progression. So we'll be looking at a few questions from the previous year's question papers, and we'll be going through the problem solving techniques in these problems. Before we start, wish you a very happy Raksha Bandhan, guys. So to those who are new to this series of videos, please know that we are doing a math PYQ series every Monday, Wednesday and Friday every week. So it is alternate days during the week. We'll be doing it approximately for half an hour. We'll start at 7:30. It can go till 8 o'clock approximately. And please like this live stream, guys. If you like it, we get more motivated to bring more such videos to your preparation. So without any further ado, let us begin today's class. I'll give you a minute. Please think about this problem. Just think about how you start this problem. If you have any questions or queries, you can type in the chat box, guys. We'll be taking it from here. Guys, the most important thing is when we are giving time here, it is not about completely solving the problem. Go through the question and see if you know how to start the problem. If you know how to begin the problem and roughly you get the idea or approach of the problem, that's a very good start and you are done with 50% of your job. All right. So anyway, let us look at it. So he has given us an infinite series and is saying that the sum of this series is 8. We need to find the value of this particular P. So if you observe, in each and every term, we have sum of two terms. This one I can write as 1 by 4 power 0, which is 1, into 3 plus 0p. So all the terms are following this pattern. So what we can do is, you pick up the first terms in each and every pair. So if you take the first terms, I'll get 8 is equal to 3 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 square plus 3 by 4 cube and so on. Plus, now you look at the second terms. This is p by 4. The next one is 2p by 4. This is 4 square. Next you have 3p by 4 cube and so on. So this is basically two different series. If you observe this, this is nothing but a geometric progression. Here first term is 3, common ratio is 1 by 4, and we are asked to find S infinity, sum of infinite terms in a GP. S infinity is A by 1 minus R. So this will become 3 by 1 minus 1 by 4 or 3 by 3 by 4 or 4. So this first part will come down to 4. So we have 8 is equal to 4 plus this summation. Please observe this series. The numerators are in AP. The remaining parts are in GP. So this is an arithmetico geometric progression. So the AP part, you have the first term as P. Common difference is also P. We are looking at an infinite sequence or infinite series. The GP part, the first term is 1 by 4 and the common ratio is also 1 by 4. So in the GP part, I am calling the first term as B. Now what is the formula for S infinity of an AGP? S infinity formula is AB by 1 minus R plus DBR by 1 minus R whole square. So the values of A, D, B, R you take from this observation. So we get AB. AB is P square by 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. So 4 will come here. Plus DBR is P by 16. 1 minus R is 3 by 4 whole square is 9 by 16. So this 16 will get cancelled here. And we get 4p square by 3 plus p by 9. Now let us solve this. Let us multiply the whole thing by 9. This is 4. 4 into 9 is 36. I'll get 12p square plus p, or 12p square plus p minus 36 is equal to 0. Let us try to solve this quadratic. Here I have 12 into 36. I need a difference of 1. So let us see. This I can write as 2 square into 3. This is 2 square into 3 square. So I would be needing 1 as the difference. So 12, let us increase this and decrease this. So I get 14, 15, 16 I'll have. 16 into 27. Still the difference is not 1. I'll go higher. Do we have 18? 18 we have. 9 into 2. Then I have 8 into 2, 24. So still we are not getting difference 1. 19, 20, 21, 22, 24 do we have? 24 is already over. So we have AB by 1 minus R. Let me cross check it once again. So here AB is P by 4. 1 minus R is 3 by 4. DBR is P by 16. This will be 9 by 16. So we have P by 3 plus P by 9. Okay. So this one will become what is P by 3 plus P by 9? This will be 3 plus 1, 4P by 9. So if I put 4P by 9 here, we get 4P by 9 is equal to 4, or P is equal to 9. That is the value of P. So let us go through this problem once again. So what are we looking at here? So he has given a combination of two series. One is a geometric series, one is an AGP series. So first thing is you need to split this separately into two series, then apply your S infinity formula of GP and S infinity formula of AGP. So please understand this formula. Here A and D will pertain to the arithmetic progression part. B and R will pertain to the geometric progression part. So I'm using the letter B to write the first term of the geometric progression. Then you can add and get the value of P. So I hope you understood, guys. So if you have any questions, please type it in the chat box. In the meantime, I'll go to the next problem. Think about this problem. Sum of the infinite series is. So what kind of series it is, you have to analyze. Naveen Yadav is asking, hello sir, I am from a small town. Can I crack JEE from backward class of UP? Naveen Yadav, there is nothing like this, ma. Don't go into those things. Anyone can crack JEE provided enough time and resources are given. So if you observe, most of the people whom I know are actually coming from rural backgrounds. So I have been working with the students from the last 10 years. The city population and rural population, the city students not really having any advantage compared to rural students. It is just that the willpower and the fire in your stomach. Okay. So please go through the previous year's questions if you are actually preparing for JEE right now. And I would strongly recommend to, writing your own lecture notes for each and every topic in all the three subjects. Towards the second half of your preparation, your own lecture notes, whatever you wrote on your own, will help you a lot. Once you write your lecture notes, keep practicing each and every day. It need not be 100 problems or 200 problems. Each and every day, even if you can solve 15 to 20 problems or 15 to 20 questions each and every subject consistently for the next 2 years, you have a very good chance of cracking JEE Mains or advanced. So coming from a rural town or a small town is not at all a factor. I know many of my own students who cracked it coming from background, backward villages. I have my own friends who have cracked JEE coming from rural villages. So that is not at all a factor. The main variable here is your willpower and your desire to crack the JEE. Okay. I hope you crack the JEE soon. All the best. Let us go to the next problem, guys. So let us look at this infinite series. Now, one thing is very sure. The denominators are definitely in geometric progression. 1 by 6, this is 1 by 6, 1 by 6 square, 1 by 6 cube and so on. Now, do we have the other half as arithmetic progression? Here, the difference is 4. Here, the difference is 7. So, obviously, it is not an arithmetic progression. But let us see the other differences as well. Here, I have 10, 13, 16, 19 and so on. The difference is not constant, so the numerators are not forming an AP, but look at the differences themselves. Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. The differences themselves are in arithmetic progression. So it is not an AGP, but half the progression is AP, and the remaining part, the difference, instead of being a constant, the differences themselves are in arithmetic progression. So if you have such a problem, what to do? So what I'll do is, I will call this series as S. Now, you have Sn of AGP or S infinity of AGP, right? To prove that, in the proof, we use a technique. What is the technique? You multiply both sides by the common ratio R and do the subtraction. We use the same technique to do such problems. So what is the common ratio here? The common ratio is 1 by 6. So multiply both sides by the common ratio 1 by 6. I will get S by 6 is equal to, this one will become 1 by 6, 5 will become 5 by 6 square, 12 will become 12 by 6 cube, 22 by 6 cube will become 22 by 6 power 4, and so on. So this is what we get. Now you subtract these two equations. When you subtract, s minus s by 6 will give me 5s by 6 is equal to 1 minus 0. I'll write 1. 5 by 6 minus 1 by 6 is 4 by 6. 12 minus 5 is 7. 22 minus 12 is 10. You will get like this. Here I'll get 13 and so on. You will get these numbers here. So now we have an AGP. 1, 4, 7, 10, 13. That's an AP with first term 1 and common difference 3. So the numerators are in AP. The denominators are in GP. GP first term I'll call it B, that is 1, and common ratio is 1 by 6. So when you do this process, now you will get an AGP. Initially it was not an AGP, but now you will get AGP. And this is nothing but S infinity, right? S infinity formula is AB by 1 minus R plus DBR by 1 minus R whole square. So I get 5S by 6 is equal to, what is AB? AB is 1. 1 minus 1 by 6 is 5 by 6 plus DBR is 3 by 6. 1 minus R whole square will give me, 3 by 6 I'll write as 1. 5 by 6 whole square will give me 25 by 36. This will go 18 times. So let us simplify. 5s by 6 is equal to 6 by 5 plus 18 by 25. This one I can write as, if I multiply by 6 here, I get 36 plus 18. That would be 54. So S will be 6 by 5 into 54 by 25. So here I'll get 125. What is 6 into 54? 6 for the 24. I get 324 by 125. Again, there is a mistake. What is the mistake? AB, common difference is 3. 1 by 6. Everything is correct. AB by 1 minus R is 1 minus 1 by 1, 5 by 6. DBR, that's also correct. Half by 5 by 6 whole square is 25 by 36, correct. So 18 by 25 plus 6 by 5, correct. 30, sorry. This is 30. I'm multiplying by 5. 30 plus 18 is 48. So here I'll get 48. So 48 into 6, I get 4. 24, 288 by 125. So third option is the correct answer. So what is the method here? So the first observation is, you have GP, half the progression is complete. The second part is not in AP, you don't have the common differences, rather the differences are themselves in AP. So when you multiply both sides by the common ratio and subtract, you will get an AGP at this particular stage, and then you can go and apply the formula for sum of an AGP. I hope you understood this problem. If you have any doubt, please text in the chat box, guys. Okay, before we go to the next problem, so you can download the Cracku JEE app, which is freely available in Android. This is an Android app. So you can download it. There will be free daily tests, daily target tests, which you can access it. So every day you will be getting 5 questions in each subject, and it's a time test. So you can each day one test, one topic will be given. So you can practice it every day. The PYQs are available, previous year's question papers, segregated according to different topics. So that will be helpful. And then there will be time tests, which you can take it for free. So please download the Cracku JEE app. It'll be very useful for your JEE Mains preparation. Let us go to the third question, guys. Please go through it, think about how to solve it. If you have any questions, you can type in the chat box. And guys, please like the stream. It will help us do more videos like this in the future. Naveen is asking, sir, I have a doubt. Since I am in 11th class and studying from online class for JEE, when I'll reach in class 12, what I would do separately from class 12 boards, because there is a criteria. Okay, guys. What to do separately from class 12 boards, because there is a criteria. So class 12 board exams are definitely important because you have a certain criteria there. But I think especially for math and physics and chemistry, if you are preparing for JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, the JEE preparation is much more difficult than board exam preparation. I think you'll agree with that. So if your JEE preparation is very rock solid, I don't think you will face difficulty in getting very good marks in your board examinations. And one more thing, if you are preparing, those who are preparing for CBSE, I think you will have one exam less than state syllabus people, and also you'll have more time to prepare for JEE Mains because your CBSE board exams will be over a little bit earlier than others. So you have certain advantages when you are preparing for boards. So don't worry about it. Yes, once you go to 12th class, you'll be needing to handle both of them at the same time. But having said that, I don't think it's an impossible task. First of all, you should have your own timetable. You should have a strategy so that 70% or 80% of the time you should be preparing for the entrance exam, and 30 to 40% or 30% of the time you have to prepare for boards. As I said, most of the people will be tensed because they will be leaving the preparations for the very end of the year. So don't do that. Right from day one itself, write down your own timetable. Each day when you have to prepare for JEE and small amount of time you prepare for board exams, write your own notes each and every day you do it. Previously also I said the consistency of the next 700 days matters more than how many things you are doing. Okay, so still we are in August ending. So this year you still have 7 to 8 months. Next year you will have 12 months. So we are talking about 20 to 21 months for the current 11th class students. So 20 to 21 months is a lot of time, provided you plan each and every day and stick to a timetable. Do it consistently for the next 20 months, or next 18 to 20 months. You will be in a very good position to write both JEE Mains as well as board exams. So plan is important, guys, and implement your plan consistently. If you can take care of these two things, this is not at all difficult. Yes, the syllabus is vast, but that's why I'm saying plan and implement consistently. You'll be in a very good position 1 year from now. Okay. All right, guys. Let us look at this question. So here also I can see a GP, but look at the numerators. The difference is 2, 4, 6 and so on. The differences are again in AP. So we will do the same thing that we did in the previous problem. So here the common ratio is 1 by 5. Let us multiply by 1 by 5 on both sides. I get 7 by 5 square plus 9 by 5 cube plus 13 by 5 power 4 and so on. If I subtract, I get 4s by 5 is equal to 7 by 5 plus 2 by 5 square plus 4 by 5 cube plus 6 by 5 power 4 and so on. So from here onwards, we have an AGP. Numerators are in AP, denominators are in geometric progression. If you want, you can write 0 by 5 power 1 also as the first term. That's anyway 0, it won't matter. Keep the 7 by 5 aside because that doesn't come under this pattern. So in this AGP, I have an AP with first term 0, common difference 2. I have a GP with first term 1 by 5, common ratio is also 1 by 5. So I get 4s by 5 plus 7 is equal to 7 by 5 plus S infinity of a GP. This is S infinity. So I get AB by 1 minus R plus DBR by 1 minus R whole square. So let us simplify this. 4s by 5 is equal to 7 by 5 plus AB is 0. So this first term will be gone. DBR, that will be 2 by 25 by 1 minus r is 4 by 5. 4 by 5 whole square is 16 by 25. So here I get 7 by 5 plus 2 by 16 is 1 by 8. So let us multiply by 5. 4s is equal to 7 plus 5 by 8. So here I'll get 56 plus 5, 61. So s will be 61 by 32. So this is the value of s. What is he asking? He's asking 160 into s. So let us multiply by 160. 32 into 10 is 320. 32 into 5 will be 160. So I get 530. So 305 is the answer to this particular question. So I hope you understood. It is very similar to the previous problem. Here we have one half is a GP, the other half we have differences are in AP. So multiply both sides by the common ratio and subtract. You will get your AGP and then you can apply your formula. I hope you understood, guys. Naveen is asking, sir, in MH CAP counseling, outside students can also get any seat if I get decent percentile of 80 to 85. Okay, good to know, Naveen. If you have any question, you can ask. I don't see any question there. Okay, guys, let's go to the next problem. I'll give you a minute, think about this. Okay, let us look at this problem, guys. So if you look at it, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till 20. So I have an arithmetic progression there. 20 power 19, if you multiply by 21 by 20, you will get 21 into 20 power 18. So these parts will form a geometric progression. And this time it is not S infinity, we have finite number of terms. So let us look at it. I have the AP part where the first term is 1. Common difference 1, 2, 3 and so on. Common difference is also 1. Number of terms is 1 to 20. So we have 20 terms here. So we have SN formula coming up. And the GP part, first term is 20 power 19. And common ratio, what do you multiply to get from here to here? I'm getting a 21 and 20 is reducing. So the common ratio is 21 by 20. So 121 will increase and 120 will decrease. So this is the common ratio. And here, this is nothing but sum of the first 20 terms of this AGP. So you need to know the SN formula for AGP. Now SN formula is slightly lengthy, but I recommend you remember it. SN formula will come like this. AB by 1 minus R plus dBr into 1 minus R power n by 1 minus R whole square minus A plus n minus 1 into D. This is nothing but the last term of the AP into BR power n by 1 minus R. So it is slightly lengthy, but once you are getting used to it, it's not difficult. So let us see. So here I have 20 terms. So what is AB? A into B is 20 power 19 by 1 minus R. What is 1 minus R? 1 minus 21 by 20 is minus 1 by 20. So I'll put a minus 1 by 20 here plus dBr. D is 1. B into R will give me 20 power 18 into 21. 120 will get cancelled off. by 1 minus r whole square. 1 minus r I wrote here, its square will be 1 by 20 square minus, this is the nth term of the AP, which is 20, into b 20 power 19 r power n. R is 21 by 20, n is 20, by 1 minus r is again minus 1 by 20. This minus minus will get cancelled off. So this is going to be the answer. We'll go through the calculations carefully. So here I get minus 20 power 20 plus 20 power 20 into 21. This will go above and I'll get 20. This 20 power 20 will get cancelled off and I'll get 20 into 21 power 20. So this is going to be your summation. I'll just check my calculations once again, just in case. AB by 1 minus r plus DBR is 2018 into 21. Okay, here I have one more term, into 1 minus r is minus 1 by 20. Sorry, r is 21 by 20 whole power n minus 1. So this will be 19. So I'll have one extra term there. So let us simplify this carefully. Here I have 20 power 20 into 21 into 1 minus 21 power 19 by 20 power 19 plus this 20 will go up, 20 into 21 power 20. So this is your summation of the GP. So when I open it, I get minus 20 power 20 plus 20 power 20 into 21 minus here 20 into 21 power 20 plus 20 into 21 power 20. So this big number is getting cancelled off. Here if I take 20 power 20, I am getting 21 minus 1. So this is another 20, so I will get 20 power 21. Now this is equal to k into 20 power 19. So we get k is equal to 20 square or 400 as the answer. So the answer to this problem is 400. So as you can see guys, it's a very direct formula oriented, which has come in the previous year's question paper. So first you need to identify the geometric progression, label your terms and then apply the formula. The only headache with this problem is there's a lot of calculation even after you substitute in the formula. So in the last 2 or 3 years, there is a common trend in JEE Mains, especially mathematics. The mathematics question papers are getting lengthy and lengthy. Many questions they are giving which have lots of calculations. You should be very good at calculations. I hope you understood this question. Naveen is asking, sir, how to develop approach to solve the question? So how do you develop the problem solving ability when you are doing a question? So first of all guys, there are 2 or 3 stages to it. First is we should be very good at the concept. You cannot ignore it, because without this we can't go forward. Many people will stop here. They'll think that they understood the class and that is sufficient to go and write the JEE Mains. No, once you understood the lecture, that is the beginning of your preparation. Then you have to practice a lot. You have to practice lots of questions so that you will get familiar with the problem solving techniques. So this will take a lot of time. That is why, as I said, you have to prepare consistently each and every day. So it doesn't matter if you are doing 100 or 200 problems every day. If you can do at least 10, 15 or 20 questions each and every day for the next 1.5 years, that will gain you a lot of problem solving techniques, so that once you go to the exam and see the question, you will get an idea of how to start the problem, not completing a problem, but how to start a problem. Once you are there, slowly your ranks will improve and your marks will increase. So this is the order, and it will take time. So be patient and work at each and every chapter on the long run. Okay, be very patient. One more sharing guys. So those who are preparing for JEE Mains, especially those who are in the second year right now, we have given 3 free JEE Mains marks which are available in our website. So you can go to Google and search for Cracku JEE marks. So you will be getting the access to these 3 free mock exams on JEE Mains. So those who are preparing for JEE Mains 2027, especially in January, you still have 3 to 4 months. So I hope these 3 free marks will help in your preparation. Let us do one more question, guys. Please think about this. Kannan Balsubramanian is asking, sir, PNC is my biggest weakness from 11th. I want to understand how do I improve it. Okay, Kannan, PNC is one topic where 11th class students generally have some difficulty. It requires some maturity in thinking. So what you do now is get the fundamental basics properly. Okay, you need not be very good in PNC, but get the basics first cleared. Okay, so you need to know what is factorial. We need to know what is NCR, NPR, what is the difference between division and distribution, what is the difference between linear permutation and circular permutation. Simple things, simple concepts, be very, very clear in it. That means you should be able to do easy level questions in the first year. Once you go to second year, with practice, you will gain that age and maturity to understand the PNC topic thoroughly. I feel that PNC will be better if you place it in second year because people will be better equipped intellectually to do that. It's a very logical oriented and conceptual topic. So it will take some time. That is not like other topics where if you practice 100 problems, you can be very good at PNC. So PNC is slightly different. You need practice as well as that IQ level to look at the question and understand it. Okay. So I would say pick up some good resource, and especially you can go through the PYQs. Our website has the previous year's question papers freely available. You can go through the PNC questions, see what kind of questions are asked in JEE Mains and think according to that. So that will be a good start for you. But PNC is one area where many students will feel difficulty. So Kannan, you feeling difficulty in PNC is not a big deal because many people will feel that difficulty. So first job is get the basics out of your head. Okay, the fundamentals you should be very strong at. You should be able to do very easy and moderate questions without much difficulty. That is your first goal. Okay guys, let us look at this problem. I hope we don't have any other questions before we go to this question. Okay guys, so let's look at this question. So what do we have here? We have 1k, k square, k cube. I see a geometric progression there. What about the numerators? Here the difference is 3, 4, 5, 6. The differences are in AP again. So we'll multiply both sides by the common ratio. The common ratio is 1 by k. So s by k will be 1 by k plus 4 by k square plus 8 by k cube and so on. When I subtract, I get 1 minus 1 by k into s is equal to, and he's saying this s is 10. So the sum is 10. So we need to find the value of k. So this s is 10. So here I'll get 1. 4 by k minus 1 by k is 3 by k. 8 minus 4 is 4. 13 minus 8 is 5. And so on. So here we have an AGP. You have an arithmetic progression as well as geometric progression. So this particular AGP, AP the first term is 3, common difference is 1. GP the first term is 1 by k and common ratio is also 1 by k. So let us apply S infinity formula. I get 10 minus 10 by k is equal to 1 plus, what is S infinity? That is AB by 1 minus R plus DBR by 1 minus R whole square. So let us plug these values here. AB is 3 by k. 1 minus r will be 1 minus 1 by k or k minus 1 by k. So this will be k minus 1 by k plus dbr. dbr is 1 by k square by 1 minus r whole square will give me k minus 1 whole square by k square. So k squares will get cancelled here, k will get cancelled here. So 10 minus 1 is 9 is equal to 3 by k minus 1 plus 1 by k minus 1 whole square. So this one I can write as 9k minus 10 by k. So 9k minus 10 by k is equal to, if I take LCM, I get 3 into k minus 1 plus 1 or 3k minus 2 by k minus 1 whole square. So we are going to get a cubic equation, guys. 9k minus 10 into k square minus 2k plus 1 is equal to 3k square minus 2k. Now let's see what happens. 9k cube. What is k square coefficient? Minus 10 minus 18, that is minus 28 minus 3, minus 31k square. What is k coefficient? 9 plus 20, that's 29 plus 2, 31k, and the constant is minus 10. So this is the cubic equation we got. So if you have a cubic equation, it's always difficult. So try to get some root in the beginning so that you will find the other two roots. So the natural usual suspects are 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2. I say 1 is not a root, minus 1 is not a root. What happens if you check for 2? If I put 2 here, 8 to 72 minus 4 into 31 will give me 124 plus 62 minus 10. So I have 134 minus 134, guys. 2 is actually a root. So you can have a common factor of k minus 2. And when you divide, I get 9k square. I need minus 31. That will be minus 18 minus 13 and plus 5. So that I'll get a minus 10, and 5k plus 26k is 31k. So I got my first root from which I'll get the second quadratic. So here discriminant is b square minus 4ac. This will be 225, which is negative. So here I'll not have any real roots. So the only real root is k is equal to 2. So second option is the correct answer. So what is the difficulty here, guys? So the technique is the same as we have seen before. The differences of the numerators are in AP. So we are multiplying by common ratio and subtracting. The main headache was this equation in K. Alright, if you solve that, you are getting a cubic. Cubic is always a headache because the first root you might get, you might not get. So what I would suggest is check for the usual suspects, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2. That worked here. I got 2 as a root. Once I divide by k minus 2, I'll get a quadratic which is very easy to solve if it is solvable. And from there, you get the value of k. So again, not a difficult question, but very, very time consuming question. If you can find more easier questions in the exam, leave this question and go there because there'll be a lot of time wasted here. If you don't have any other questions, you can come back to this. All right, guys. So one more small information I want to share with you. So for those who are preparing JEE Mains next year or the year after that, we have launched our complete maths course for JEE Mains, which will have about more than 120 lecture videos. So the complete maths course, whatever lectures you need for entire JEE Mains maths, we have already launched it. It is live in our website. So please visit our website and you can select this course to enroll. So it will have 120 plus lecture videos. Each lecture video will have their concept test. And then you will have question bank with 10,000 plus questions. and lots of other things. You have daily targets, and obviously PYQs we have included. So lot of stuff that is there in this course, guys. So it will be very, very useful for you. And even the concept lecture videos we have introduced, we have structured it according to the subtopics, guys. Not just the chapters, but subtopics. For example, sequences and series. There will be one video on arithmetic progression, one video on geometric progression, one video on arithmetic AGP, and so on. So if you are unable to do one particular subtopic, you need not watch the entire lectures or the entire chapter videos. You can directly go to that particular lecture video, go through it for 20 to 30 minutes, look at the PYQs problem solving inside the video, then try the concept test, and then you can come out and be confident in that particular subtopic. So we have designed it very carefully, so it will be very helpful for you. So lastly, those who have joined us late, so this math PYQ series will be doing every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, alternate days during the week, and the session will start at 7:30 p.m. So please like the stream, guys, and motivate us to do more such videos in the future for you guys. Happy Raksha Bandhan once again. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.